So I've been living alone for over 10 years now, and I would have to say that I'm not too bad at keeping my place neat and tidy. Of course, it's not always easy, especially when you have a dog running around all day, but I do my best. Now with that said, I do have to say that there's one chore that I absolutely despise, and that is laundry. There are just too many steps, and every time I do it, I find myself grumbling. I recently started using coin laundry since it's much more convenient, especially with the dryer. I call it the lifesaver, but I still can't seem to get used to it. Now, what about you, our listeners? Which household chore do you dislike the most or maybe even enjoy? With that, here's Coin by IU. This is Yohan Lee checking in. Welcome to the archive. It is Wednesday, March 19th, and you are joining us at The Archive, the show where we explore K-pop and K-content with deep dives, unique stories, hidden meanings, and fresh insights, all from our cozy library studio. I see many of our listeners joining us through YouTube live chat at this very moment. Welcome to the show on behalf of our team. To quickly read out some names, I see Jake Del Rosario saying hello and happy Wednesday, DJ Yohan, AJohn, and Archivist. Yes, indeed, happy Wednesday. Hump Day, isn't it? We also have that Pensun saying 안녕하세요, Yohan. Say hello, Yohan. It's a wordplay. 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 잘 오셨습니다. Welcome to the show. We also have Sangmin Park joining us. Benny saying hello to the fam. We also have Sweetest Maz joining us at this very moment. Gabby is on board. Welcome to the show. Esther is here. Hazelnut is also here. Aimlita is saying hello, Yohan and AJohn. Raining here. Ouch, so cold. Try to stay dry and get some hot cup of tea because you don't want to catch a cold, right? Same here in Korea. It was snowing yesterday and it's getting cold for some reason. It is March 19th, and we're getting snow here in Seoul. Something is definitely not right. Bahar is also joining us. B for Bahar. That's a pretty name. B for Bahar. Scrolling down a bit more, Marte Desiree is here with us. Paulina Maldonado, Paulina with double I, all joining us. Jin Lee, Inner Peace is saying hello. Julia is here with us. Sohyun is also here. Chelsea is here with us. And all of you lovely Archivist family are joining us at this very moment. A big welcome once again. Going back to the opening, I was telling you about my story with my ultimate, most unfavorable house chore. For me, out of all, that is laundry. Last night, this whole opening I wrote at a coin laundry station last night. I did not do my laundry for a whole week. I went there with a huge basket filled with dirty clothing, and I was stuffing it in the laundry. I'm like, I have like an hour and a half. What am I going to do? So I prepare for the show in the coin laundry station. Quite productive, I would say, but even just doing that, I'm like, I hate this chore. And I'm assuming everyone has their own least favorite house chore, right? Some of you, it could be washing dishes. For instance, our writer AJohn was saying for him, washing dishes is the worst out of all. So I was like, oh, that's quite interesting. And now I'm getting curious of your least favorite house chore. That is the question of the day. Out of all the chores, what is your least favorite house chore? The way to send them in is quite simple. Please visit our Instagram account and DM us. That is at the archive_8F. We are collecting your answers right now, so please send them in. While you are doing so, here goes the manual to how you can use our show here at the archive. First up, for local listeners, you can tune in on Jeju-do Island at 88.7 megahertz in Jeju City, 88.1 megahertz in Seogwipo City, and 101.9 megahertz in the Daejeong area. You can also tune into GG and the Global Gwangju Network at 98.7 megahertz in Gwangju Metropolitan City and 93.7 megahertz in Yeosu City. If you're tuning in Seoul or cannot access these frequencies, please tune in online at arirang.com/radio. And if you want to watch the visual radio, please check out our official YouTube channel, Arirang Radio K-pop. Most importantly, you can find their Instagram account at the archive_8F, where we actively post highlights of our show. You can also DM us if you have any messages to send or have song requests. On top of that, everyone, we have a very important link. On our Instagram bio, there is a link tree where you can find the Google Forms link for our weekly Wednesday segment, The Anonymous, where you can share your concerns with us. We'll read them out and give our 2 cents, and that's what we are going to do today. Here's a forecast of our show, what we are gonna do today. Here it is, dissecting all the corners here. We're gonna begin with the spotlight. This is where we dive into the latest highlights in the K-pop and K-content world. Up next will be Fresh on the Shelf, featuring the newest K-pop release. Then Indigeno will explore a fascinating trivia fact that offers deeper insight into the world of K-pop and K-culture. After that, Between the Lines will uncover the hidden meanings behind iconic lyrics in Korean songs. Our unofficial 노래방 session, so everyone warm up your voices. That's what you gotta do. And we'll wrap up the first hour with incoming, reading out your messages that came through our YouTube live chat and Instagram DMs. The second hour today, we've got our weekly segment, The Anonymous, coming up, where we share your stories, worries, and concerns, along with a bit of insight from AJohn, and of course, the Book of Answers sitting right there in the corner of our room. It's a very fun segment where we talk about your concerns anonymously. So if you haven't sent your concerns, send them in right now. Another incredible show coming up. I see our listeners enjoying the studio again. Hazelnut says the changed atmosphere looks very cozy. That's what we want this room to really feel like. I wanted people to feel very much welcomed in the studio, like as if you're walking into a library where you smell coffee and like the books, you know, that like butterflies in your stomach kind of feeling. And I'm very happy you guys are feeling the same way. Now, as we wait for your responses to come in, we're going to take a listen to two songs back to back. Coming from 전미도 and John Park, 밤새 서로 미루다, Stay. It'll be followed by 너와의 모든 지금, Every Moment with You, coming from Chesaby. Here they go.
Welcome to Arirang Radio.
All right, everybody. We just listened to two songs. That was 밤새 서로 미루다, Stay by 전미도 and John Park, followed by 너와의 모든 지금, Every Moment with You by Chesaby. Incredible songs. And, you know, I see so many comments coming up. People are actually raging. They're so angry by the fact that you have to take care of everything in your house. This is actually quite hilarious. We have a Guy Mac saying, oh, well, someone has to do it, and that is me. That is the ultimate reality for many of us who are living alone, right? Same for me, guys. My house is so dusty, not even funny. I don't know how people do that, right? More people coming in right now. I see Wendy joining us saying, question of the day, I like washing the dishes since the dishwasher broke, but I think I'm often most lazy to do the dishes, to dry the dishes for some reason, right? Drying the dishes, some people wipe it off, some people just leave it hanging there for it to naturally dry. But I think wiping off is nice, right? I don't do that because I'm one of the most laziest guys around. I just let it dry naturally. But I think wiping off could be a good habit. 나쁜순 says, 오늘 주제가 화나는 주제긴 하지. 나쁜 says, today's topic is quite sensitive. You will become angry talking about this whole topic. Again, the topic is, what is the house chore that you dislike the most? We are still receiving your answers through our official Instagram account. DM us as soon as you are ready. Now, moving on to our next corner, everyone. The spotlight it is. What makes today stand out? What is the latest buzz? We're going to shift our focus to the world of K-pop, K-content, and K-culture first. Here it goes. Very interesting news. It's actually about a singer and artist named Solbi. Solbi will be joining the Stop Cyberbullying exhibition at the National Assembly Hall in Seoul on March 25th all the way up to 26th to raise awareness about online harassment and promote a healthier digital culture. The exhibition, featuring works from multiple artists, highlight the widespread impact of cyberbullying on both public figures and ordinary individuals. And as we all know, guys, healthier digital culture could be so toxic and it's getting out of hand, let's be honest. So I'm assuming she's doing good deed to really promote the healthier digital culture. If you're interested, please go check it out. Moving on to the next news, we have director Yun Sang-ho's latest Netflix film, Revelations, explores the psychological struggles of individuals clinging onto their belief, depicting their descent into destruction and the possibility of salvation. This film is based on the 2022 webcomic of the same name and is set to premiere on Netflix this Friday. So all of you huge fans of, for instance, Hellbound, well, that's probably the biggest hit by Yeon Sang-woo. So if you enjoyed Hellbound, make sure to go check out this film called Revelations, coming out very, very soon. We have another very interesting news coming up. The Seoul Metropolitan Government will deploy firefighting robots at 2 major markets this year to enhance fire prevention efforts. The robots, equipped with an aerosol fire extinguishing system, will patrol Mapo Agricultural and Marine Products Market in the first half of the year and Namdaemun Market in the latter half, detecting fire risk and alerting fire stations automatically. Great, right? Putting technology to prevent fire, especially in these traditional markets. It'll be quite interesting to go around when you're traveling in these markets and bump into a robot. Maybe take a selfie. I'm not sure if it's allowed, or we should maybe let it do its job. But if it's there, take a cam, take a photo, let us know, okay? I don't think I'll be going to Namdaemun Market for a while, so if you do, let us know, please. So that's about it for the spotlight. But everyone, did you know that today is National Commerce and Industry Day? Again, Commerce and Industry Day it is. Now, this day is celebrated annually on the third Wednesday of March. Initially established in 1964, it was first commemorated as a Day of Commerce and Industry Professionals. Commerce and Industry Day is celebrated with a special ceremony and a rally for the Factory New Village movement. Outstanding merchants who have made significant contributions to commerce and industry are recognized and rewarded. Additionally, overseas merchants are invited to participate in tea gatherings and industry inspections. So a big hooray to everyone involved in this whole commerce and industry section. Growing up, I always imagined myself, not really imagine. I did kind of hope that one day I'll be able to be put into like suit and tie, going to work on a commute like a professional businessman. But as a radio host and a musician, one of the biggest perks, again, I mean, if you could consider it a perk, the perk is to be able to wear whatever you want, colorful, right? But I always had this fantasy of wearing black suits every day going to work. And this whole Commerce and Industry Day reminded me of this one specific song coming from Super Junior. It's gonna be Black Suit. Hope you guys enjoy, and happy Commerce and Industry Day. And yes, that was Black Suit by Super Junior. Many of you guys mentioning how you guys got to go see Super Junior live. I do also have Neve Peru saying, what memories? I want them to return to Peru and lose my voice again. Super Junior is so fun. I mean, when you go to their concerts, man, these guys are entertainers, incredible people. I've been there about 2 times, Super Show, and I remember being mesmerized. I was in awe. I was like, whoa, these guys are super talented. And because the chemistry is so real on stage, it's like you're watching a comedy show because they're roasting each other all the time, exposing each other. One of the best things, of course. Also, I do want to mention, maybe I just realized while listening to this song, maybe I developed the fantasy to always go to work in suit and tie. The reason might be because my father had a job, a profession where he always had to wear a suit and tie. John's like, he gets it, right? So I always saw him, going on and off, getting on and off work with a suit and tie. So I naturally thought I would be doing that. But thank goodness I don't have to, because I enjoy the freedom in choosing whatever I want to wear to work. And I think being a radio host is one of the best jobs when it comes to choosing out your outfits. By the way, I'm wearing one of my favorite sweaters today. Some people call it my granny sweater, but it's still my favorite. So no roasting, everyone. Moving on to our next corner, of course, today's Fresh on the Shelf, diving into the latest K-pop release. Whether it's a highly anticipated comeback or a hidden gem, we've got something special for you. And this is our secondary game, everyone. It's like a treasure hunt. Guess where in the archive I hid the Fresh on the Shelf. It's right... Where is it? Can you guys see it? It's actually right there. It's right here, everyone. I'm gonna rip it off. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3. Here it is. Yeah. Okay. Especially hidden by our very own AJohn. Oh, the new song, Fresh on the Shelf, is none other than Bebe by Stacy. Alrighty, Bebe by Stacy is the new song that we're putting on to our shelf. To give you some information, Stacy is a six-member group debuting 2020, produced by Black Eyed Pearson. One of the well-known figures in the duo is Lado. He's been on several variety shows, very well known to the public, high-up entertainment CEOs. This team, Stacy, has been releasing, hit songs after hit songs, ASAP, Teddy Bear, Bubble, the list goes on and on and on. And just last night, they released a new song called Bebe. The music video is fantastic. The choreography is so charismatic. You will love it for sure. Here it goes, everyone. Today's Fresh on the Shelf track, Bebe by Stacy. I told you it's a bop, right? That was Bebe by Stacy, dropped last night. The music video is also up there, so everyone go ahead, check it out. Super charismatic. I love this team. So very much well balanced. They're so skilled, deserve so much more appreciation. So please go ahead and send your support to this incredible team, Stacy. Our listener Kel says, I've been searching for the note since the beginning of the show. No wonder I could not find it. It was behind your head. That is cheating, says Kel. So somehow it became our little mini game where I come into the studio, stick this whole purple paper for the fresh on the shelf corner, and hide it somewhere. And it's your job to find where it is. But it's kind of obvious, isn't it? I might actually change the paper to a white one so that it's not too much obvious. But consider this a small game of ours, and I'll try not to cheat by putting it behind my head. Okay? Thank you very much for your comments, everyone. Now we're gonna move on to Did You Know? Diving into some fun facts from the world of K-pop and K-content. Now today's fun fact, Did You Know Corner, is also kind of related to house chores. So here it is, everyone. Brian Ju, a member of the K-pop duo Fly to the Sky, is renowned for his meticulous cleanliness. He once coined the iconic line saying, "I hate people," and takes cleaning to a whole new level. After waking up, he immediately organizes his bedding and uses various tools, including a magnet to clean the outside of his windows. He even labels his storage bins and has a specific order for organizing his wardrobe. Brian advises that to avoid bathroom stains, it's best to wipe down after washing your face or showering, and he believes the key to a clean home is wiping furniture dust before sweeping the floor. Also, many people acknowledge this, that he also hosted a cleaning-focused show aptly named Cleaning Freak Brian, 청소광 Brian, where he assists others in tidying up their spaces. This guy made an image for himself to be that clean guy, and this show also blew up, going around different houses, helping them clean out the house. I need him to visit mine. And he'll say, "I hate people looking at my room." But still, it's a charm. I think Brian is a super cool guy, and being able to host a program based on his tendency to keep things clean and tidy is quite lovely, right? While I was preparing and looking into and researching about this Did You Know Corner, it reminded me of my high school days when I actually bought a microphone with some allowances I kind of saved up, and bought a small microphone, set up a small, home studio, bedroom studio in my house. And this song that I'm going to play next was one of the first covers I actually did. And I do wanna, should I spill it or not? My friends will make so much fun of me because at the time I made like a small homemade music video of this specific cover of this song done by me. And come to think of it now, that's so cringy, but at the same time I was pretending as if I'm Brian, doing all the dance moves and everything. But anyways, here it goes, everyone. A very underappreciated song by Brian. Here goes, 사랑하다 끝났어, It's Over Now by Brian. That was 사랑하다 끝났어, It's Over Now by Brian. I think this song is one of the most underrated songs by Brian. It's such a good song. I fell in love with it the moment I first heard it, and I was like, whoa, I gotta cover it. And I remember just, spending hours in my bedroom trying to record, bothering my sister. It was like, quiet down. In a much more harsher way, I would say. But still, more comments coming in right now. I see Wendy saying the vocals eyes sparkling. We're unintentionally curious about your video now, though. I don't think it's actually anywhere. I worked on this old desktop. I'm not sure if the files are still there, but I don't have the computer with me. Thank goodness. Also, we have 나펜순 saying 빨래하다 주말 끝났어. 아직도 집안일에서 못 나온 펜순 saying I spent all my week. My weekend has come to an end just doing laundry. Still suffering from house chores. Thanks for the share. 공유 감사드립니다. 화이팅. Good luck to you. Also, Soyeon is also saying household chores. It never ends till we die. That's so true. It's like a little routine, a chain where we have to get things done like continuously. It's a routine. It's our daily life. And unless we make it a habit of ourselves, it will forever torture us, right? So hooray to all of us successfully checking out those household chores. Definitely cool. Our next corner is behind the lines, breaking down K-pop lyrics and uncovering the meanings behind the words. And this is our unofficial 노래방 corner, as I mentioned several times. This is the lyric. The lyric goes like this, everyone, and here it is. 하루에 4번 사랑을 말하고 8번 웃고 6번의 키스를 해줘. One more time. 하루에 4번 사랑을 말하고 8번 웃고 6번의 키스를 해줘. Now this is the lyric that we're going to talk about today. This is coming from Yunha's 비밀번호 486 password 486. The lyric 하루에 4번 사랑을 말하고 translates to say I love you 4 times a day. Now in this situation, the speaker emphasizes how important it is to express love frequently, right? Showing affection through words and actions, it becomes a meaningful part of connecting with each other. Now the next line is this. 8번 웃고 6번의 키스를 해줘. Laugh 8 times and give 6 kisses. Now this continues the theme of love through actions. The combination of laughing and kissing in these specific numbers paints a picture of a relationship where love is actively nurtured through both emotional and physical expressions. And also there is a cultural context to this, everyone. So our parents' generation, when they had pagers, beep beep, want to say I love you to someone, you would type in 486. So I was like, why does that mean 사랑해? Like, how does 486 relate to 사랑해? And I searched up, and the reason is this. When you hold a pen and you start writing down 사랑해, number 4, it refers to 4 strokes that is required to write 사, so that's 4. And the 랑 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8. And 해 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 6. So put together, that is 4 strokes, 8 strokes, 6 strokes representing 사랑해 in Korean. So that was a secret message, a very cute one for many of our upper generations. So this is where I guess Yunha got the idea from. And this song is a mega bop that we can all sing along to. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Here goes Yunha with the song 비밀번호 486 password 486. The classic tune coming from Yunha. That was 비밀번호 486 password 486. Incredibly creative, isn't it? If you think about it, being able to express I love you when text messages weren't available. Through that pager, you would type in 486 and letting the others know that you really love that person. It's very creative, I would have to say. La La Land says, almost so much kiss. 8 times, right, a day. It could be a little bit too much for some people. Kel says, so creative. 100% agreed. Gabby says, pagers. OMG, I was tiny. I still remember that era. My pager was my calculator. Ooh, that's also cool. Sohyun says, 삐삐 시대죠. That is the 삐삐 pager generation. Cute. I'm glad we have a wide range of age tuning in right now. That makes it very much more interesting, right? Also, we have so many more people laughing at us because I made a mistake turning on the lyrics. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not perfect. I'm doing my best, though. Forgive me. Very cool. Kel actually adds on saying 143 is similar. It's the number of letters used to write I love you. Interesting. Bahar says we are all rock stars at the moment. All the way rock stars. Sounds good. Another message coming in from 나펜순 saying, 요한 리 때문에 99점 나올 수 있었는데. Because of Yohan making that mistake with the lyric section, she did not get a perfect score. 좋습니다. 좋습니다. Loving it very, very much. Okay, guys. This is so fun. But we have to move on to the next corner. We are always consistently running out of time. Time to jump straight into our next corner. Incoming, reading out your messages that slid in through our DM. I'm gonna jump straight into it. Everyone, here it is. The question of the day was, what is your least favorite house chore? The house chore that you dislike the most. And I do have a message coming in from Esther. Esther says, I am okay with all what is to do at home. To clean the windows, it's not my favorite. We have a lot. If I have very much time left to clean everything, including under the bed, etc., I love it when it's done. Aw, that is so cool. Esther says, song request, please Seize the Day or Boom Bam by W24 from the brand new EP released in March. Why? This special rock sound is so cool and great. Love the electric guitar, says Esther. Lovely, lovely. So yeah, I mean, we're all humans, especially when you go to work every single day. It's impossible to find time to clean your house, especially doing the house chores and all. And the weekend is usually when you're supposed to be doing it, but you just get lazy, don't you? You want to sleep and take some nap, meet some friends, grab some beer, just have fun. But it's impossible to squeeze in time. So that's where we all fall into that dilemma, feeling like we've created this whole mess and we are prisoners of this mess that we created. But seizing the day by getting those done one by one, although it requires huge determination, once you get it done, that is the biggest source of happiness, I think. To feel productive, to make sure that your environment is also clean and tidy. Although it's tough at first, once you get it done, it grants you with huge reciprocal happiness. So props to all of us trying to keep our houses clean. Great job. Thank you for that, Esther. Moving on, another message. This time it is coming from Benny. Benny says, hi Yohan, AJohn, and fellow listeners. Happy hump day. For me, I do like washing the dishes and laundry. Even we have an automatic washing machine. And the reason is, as I myself always active doing chores every day, you can tell that I am active in the household. Song request Excel by 8turn, as I always excel the house chores. Have a great day. I mean, some people like Benny are just born to enjoy house chores. You are so different from me because I cry while cleaning the floor, while doing the dishes. I'm like, why do I have to do this? I know I'm terrible, guys, and I'm exaggerating. Trust me, I'm pretty okay. I'm not that bad of a person. But I do envy people who really enjoy doing house chores. Some people enjoy doing dishes. Some people enjoy doing the laundry, getting like fresh, nice clothings, like those kind of stuff. And I think Benny is definitely one of those people. So Benny, I envy you very, very much. And if there's a way I can kind of work around my mind map to enjoy these, please share. Please, I need that desperately. Moving on to the next message, we have Iana saying the house chores I enjoyed washing dishes. Fun fact, I'm right-handed, but because I don't like the smell of soap or oil on my right hand, I developed habit of washing dishes with my left hand. Here we usually don't use glove for dishwashing, usually no cold water situation. Oh, okay. And then she continues by saying, dislike folding clothes. I have 1,000 hangers because I don't want to fold it. Yana, props on that. High five. I also use multiple hangers because I hate folding clothing and it takes forever. Let's be honest, guys. You sit down. First of all, drying out your clothing with no automatic dryer is impossible. And if you dry it on the wrong day, it smells terrible, so stinky. But sitting down, folding them one by one and putting them back in the closet, so much hassle. I just hang them up on the wall. Downside is that they kind of get loose and it could kind of ruin the shape of your clothings. But I think, I'd pay the price for the convenience. So props to you for that, Yana. Another message coming in, this time from Ainlita. Ainlita says, I hate ironing clothes, drying the laundry, sweeping the floor. I'm okay with washing the dishes, at least it is not too many. I really, really hate sweeping the floor because always gets itchy while doing it, like an allergy. Oh, but if I didn't sweep the floor, I get more itchy. Dilemma, says Ainlita. Good point. First of all, you gotta dust off the furnitures and everything, all the closets and everything. And while you're sweeping the floor, the dust kind of gets into the air. And that's probably the reason why you feel itchy everywhere. But at the same time, as you mentioned, if you leave it there, that's even worse, right? So I guess the best way to do so is open all the windows, dust off all the things, and then maybe use a vacuum cleaner to get things done and take shower right after. That could be the best thing to do. Taking shower right after doing house chores. That's what I do. Hopefully it'll work for you too. Thanks for sharing your story with us. Moving on to another one, this time from Paulina. Paulina says, hello, Yohan. One thing I don't like to clean is the silver. And my song request is BPM from Kim Jae-jung. Please, Yohan. Thank you, says Paulina. Is the silver? What is silver? Is the silver? I don't think I get it properly. If somebody could help me out with this, what the silver is, I would love to get back to this topic. But again, thank you so much for the song request and the message. I want to check out one more message. This time it is from Julia. Here it is. Julia says, for me, it's ironing and washing dishes. As for ironing, it's a tedious task. You have to be very thorough, and in my case, the closet gets crumpled anyway. I prefer the day before to iron clothes that need it. As for washing dishes, I don't like it because I find it disgusting, especially if I live with someone. But with disposable gloves, I can handle it. Besides, our luck, I have a dishwasher, so it's easier, says Julia. Yes, again, when you're wearing a lot of shirts, I don't know how mothers do it, but they're so good at ironing, right? I'm terrible at it, so I try to keep it neat and kind of, I don't know, like plain as soon as it comes out of the dryer. But for those ones that really especially need ironing, I do go for it, but I always fail. So if anyone has pro tips, let me know. And yes, cleaning out the dishes, especially when there are multiple people eating over at your house and there are so much food leftovers, it could get icky. But the best way to take care of that is to clean them out, put them in a bag, and bring it outside your house as soon as possible, or maybe even freeze it. Some people say freezing it in a Ziploc and just keeping it safe could be actually cleaner to keep away the smell and all the, the whole how do you call that, decomposition taking place. But anyways, a big thank you to everyone sharing your least favorite chores. For me, that was laundry, but I'm assuming all of us really do have tough time looking after your house, keeping it clean and tidy. But whiting to everyone, we've got this as a whole. Now, with that said, it's an end to the first hour. Second hour, we have the Anonymous coming up, talking about your anonymous concerns and worries and stories that you have sent in through our link tree in our Instagram bio. We'll be inviting AJohn into the studio while we take a listen to this one last song that was actually recommended and requested by Unita for yesterday's segment. Here it goes, Lemonade by NCT 127. I'll meet you in the second hour.